Now, this past week Saturday, we saw total battery swaps for Nio exceeding 53 million, which is something that is pretty exciting, or it was amazing to see Nio getting yet another million on their total battery swapping stations, which their users completed on their battery swapping stations. Now, this technology is very important and it's so unique to Nio because it gives an alternate over and above the charging infrastructure, which we see being deployed by just not only Nio but by most of the companies that are producing EV cars. But when it comes to charging infrastructure, you will know that Nio, it is also the leader in this fast growing EV industry. There is no EV maker in China that has as many charging infrastructure like Nio. Nio has become not only a company that is doing well in terms of sales, but it has become a company that even infrastructure, you cannot talk to them. I mean, when we saw, or after I did a video talking about the battery swapping station going to 53 million, you will know that on that video I did mention that on average, on a day-to-day, we are seeing battery swaps that the Nio users are completing onto Nio ranging between 75 and 80,000 battery swaps, and this is something that is changing, or it's continuing to increase the more Nio sell their cars, right? I mean, on Sunday, just yesterday on Sunday, we saw total battery swaps exceeding or going over 80,000, which shows you that the more Nio sell their cars, is the more we're going to see swaps also increasing, which is something that made me wonder as to when are we going to get to see Nio completing 100,000 battery swaps per day, which I think it might be towards the end of this year, because like I said, the more Nio sell their cars is the more they will complete battery swaps, right? I mean, a couple of months ago, an average of Nio battery swaps were ranging around 60,000, and to get to see that recently it is around 75 to 80,000 swaps per day, it shows you, or it validates what I'm saying, and that is the more Nio sells their car is the more Nio will get higher battery swaps per day, which is why, like yesterday, we saw total battery swaps going over 80,000. I mean, as per the Nio CEO, the battery swapping station segment onto Nio, it's not yet profitable. Only 20 to 30% of the total battery swapping stations which Nio has deployed are profitable in China. And in China, you know that Nio currently has over 2,500 battery swapping stations. So 20 to 30% of those are already at a break-even point, which is something that is pretty exciting, because the more Nio sells their cars and get more swaps, is the more they will be getting closer and closer to reaching a break-even onto their battery swapping station technology. I think personally, from next year, things should start looking much better for Nio in terms of getting to profitability, or at least break even onto their battery swapping stations, because Nio will also be selling their Onvo sub brand, which will give or make Nio to be able to generate more swaps per day, which with that factored in, I think we should brace ourselves for what's coming with the Alliance car also coming. That should take the entire battery swapping station system to profitability or break even, which is something that we look forward to. So profitability into Nio Power, looking at battery swapping station, might be coming in the next year or two, which we look forward to, because the more Nio sells their cars is the more battery swaps they are completing. And from this month, Nio's battery swapping station will also be utilized by the Onvo users, those that are going to get their deliveries of their cars or Onvo sub brand and subscribe to Bus. So yeah, man, we look forward. These are great news. These are massive news. I mean, in Nio, it appears that it is going to be that EV stock that is the last man standing onto this fast growing EV industry. When you look into the fact that companies like XPeng are also introducing hybrid cars from the second half of next year, Nio will be that Chinese EV that remain with just pure EV cars. I mean, long term, we know that China is transitioning to become a full EV country, which is something that will make Nio to have a better position when that of course comes. I mean, already Nio, next year the future's looking so bright. We might see Nio having total sales deliveries of 400,000 annually, which we look forward to, because not only will Nio be selling their main brand, but they'll also be selling their sub-brands, namely Onvo, which you already know when they are starting to sell, and Firefly, which supposedly the rumors or the news executive had said that it will start delivery sometimes in the first half of next year, which we look forward to. I mean, tests of that second sub-brand are still continuing to run. I think we are continuing to see sneak peeks of the Firefly sub-brand, which is the second sub-brand for Nio, being tested in Europe, which is something that is pretty exciting, and we look forward to the official launch of that second sub brand. So I'm happy, I'm excited. 80,000 or plus 80,000 is the kind of battery swaps that we are seeing Nio completing on a single day, which is something that tells us that very soon, in fact, at this kind of a rate, very soon Nio will be able to generate over 3 million swaps in a month, which is something that we look forward to. I mean, the time that Nio gets to 100,000 battery swaps per day, we're definitely going to see, it will be easy to see 3 million in a month to month, which that will bring some excitement, and it will make the market to realize the kind of a potential that battery swapping stations have onto Nio, which therefore they need to reevaluate and value Nio for what it's worth, because over and above the charging infrastructure which most of the EV cars or most of the EV companies are deploying to cater for their users, Nio is also deploying battery swapping station, which is a very important technology because it does so many things. It takes away the responsibility for a battery. To you as the user, you don't have to worry about batteries having faults, batteries warranties expiring, and the countries that these technologies at battery swapping station, they don't have to worry also much about the stabilization of grid, because it also helps with grid stabilization. So I'm happy, I'm excited. Blue sky is coming. Just thought I'd just give you this quick update. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.